back. Teri here. Happy Monday. It is a gorgeous day. Probably one of our warmest ones, and in the 80s, and probably the last 80s for a while. But so today, well, let me back up. Saturday and Sunday, what did we do? I can't remember I don't think we did anything. It was football games. Sunday was football games, Tiger games, and cleaning and all that stuff. Oh, Saturday, that's what it was. Jerry was out taking care of the rest of the summer stuff, and I worked around in the house and got a majority of it done. And then Sunday, it was a true Sunday. It was just kind of a veggie Sunday. It seemed like just vegging. And then today got up and started all the routines all over again, and went out to the garden and started pulling the last of the vegetables that were out there. We were able to pull the green beans off today, and I was able to get a handful of green beans. And so within the last, I'd say 3 or 4 days, I probably have gotten almost 2 quarts of green beans. And so the green beans are done, and what's left out there is my aroma tomatoes, and there's a lot of them that are really little. And if we get the frost like they're suggesting we could by Thursday, they'll be all done, just like his butternut squashes and acorn squashes. Everything's like a month behind because we started the season out cold for those warm crops, and it took a month to get up to where it needed to be. But we're gonna wait till Wednesday. We're supposed to get rain tonight. Should be done by 10 or 11 tomorrow, and then by Wednesday I'm sure we'll know whether I need to go out and see if there's anything I can salvage or not. There is one butternut squash that should be, we're just let it stay on the vine until Wednesday. That one is the best out of 4 of them, and they just didn't grow well this year. The acorn squash didn't go very well either. So, and I have like, I think 4 peppers that are just starting to turn, you know, they're turning from the green to either the chocolate color or the yellow color. But they're peppers, so I can pull them anytime. So, but then the garden will be laid to bed. Mr. Jerry will get his handheld tiller, and he'll till the beds all up, and then he'll take plastic and staple that over the top. The strawberries, we will put leaves over them, and the garlic, I'm going to wait until after the frost, and then I'm going to plant some garlic for next year. Garlic will grow all winter long, and then it'll be ready to pick about April, May. So, but other than that, that part of the season will be done. Can't hear. So this morning I haven't done too much. Let's see, typical housework. We did our treadmill walk this morning. I'm up to 12 minutes. I'm averaging almost 3,000 steps a day now. I am up to 2,800 as of last week, and I'm finding that I told Jerry yesterday, I said, there's something wrong with me. He starts laughing. And I said, because before I felt like I was just a lump on the log, you know. And now it's like I just got that energy, or I just feel like doing. It's like if I get up and I see something, then I'll just do it and get it done with, instead of just going, it can wait. It can wait. My friend tells me it's because of all the extra walking that her and I both are doing. And it's bringing back that energy. And it's like I told her, I says, well, if that's it, I said, I'll definitely keep it up, because I didn't realize how much I was lacking that, and how good it feels to feel this way. So, but anyways, I've been working on Christmas ornaments, and been knitting on that mystery sock along with my friend. And my friend and I have decided, after we've done the clue 1, which was the cuff, clue 2 now is the leg, and we're both doing them 2 at a time. So as soon as, you know, like one cuff's done, then you start the second cuff of the second sock, and then when you get the leg done, then you go to the other one. That way they pretty much are done together. And I kind of saw what clue 2 was, and you know, I told my friend, I said, I'm just going to do, I think, a plain vanilla sock. I paid pretty good money for this yarn and all the goodies that it came with, and I love all the goodies, and I love the yarn. It is glow in the dark yarn. It comes with stitch markers that are glow in the dark. There's a little light that will, when you flash on it, a black light that will, you can see all that. Came with a mug and some little trinkets. So, I mean, the money I paid for is well worth it. But I want a sock that I'm going to wear. And when I saw what the leg was going to be, that just wasn't me. I've done Stephen West socks where I've knit them both right, almost done. I don't like them, so I tore them apart. I tore them apart because that was good yarn. So her and I think both agreed we're just going to do plain vanilla socks, which just means it's just going to be knitted, but there is a stripe sequence that's going to be in it. And I just told her, I says, I'm just going to follow along and, you know, try to knit in that section of how long our leg's supposed to be. But for me, I will knit it for, I think it's, I do 30 rows before I start the heel flap and gusset. But I have until Saturday to get that done. I got the first sock done last night watching the Tigers and everything, and so I need to start the second one. And then I've been working on the little sled ornaments. I've been keeping in this bag here. There's 12 patterns, and I'm doing 7 of them, and it's called Let's Go Sledding. And I've done the Fa La La, the Joy, and I think the Ho Ho Ho, and the, no, I didn't do the Ho Ho Ho. I did the Santa. I don't know why that jumped, but it did. So it's done on perforated paper. It's not your fabric, and you still do it the same way as cross stitch. And I've cut these 3 inches by 3 inches because these fit well into that. I'll have to go back and see, because I was going to start, the next one I was going to do is the tree, but I'll have to see about that other one. But so this is what they look like. So that one is the Fa La La. And like I said, this is 2.5 by almost 1.5, and that's what they're all going to be. This is the Joy, I just finished up the Santa. So I was going to start on the tree right here next, because I was going in order, so maybe, I don't know why it jumped like that. But it would be the tree, and then, because I have 4 more to do, so it'd be the tree, the deer, the snowman. Oh, there's 3 snowmen in a row, and then there is 1 church and 2 houses. So, I don't know, the one I skipped was this one right here. But I'll be doing this one next. So I'm thinking that's the next one. But I will probably do them all, so we have some. But I'm using size 24 for this because it is on a 14 count, and I'm just storing them in this plastic. And I can pretty much, if I start one during the day, by nighttime, by the time I go to bed, I have it done. So all I'd have left to do is I just trim up as close to it as I can. And then I take either Aleene's heavy glue or double stick tape. And last time I did double stick tape. And I was just looking, I have Aleene's glue over there. And I just stick it right to the inside of the sled. But the other thing I've been working on are Christmas ornaments also for the tree too. I showed you these last week that I had done a gingerbread man, and I want to do another one of this one in a darker brown, and I think with a red scarf, and then I want to do another Christmas tree. So I got those 2 to do. These won't take long at all. But then I started on the Christmas ornaments with the bulbs, and I ordered these from Amazon, and they're plastic. Now I wasn't too happy because the majority of them have these little dimples in them. And Mr. Jerry said, well, you could still use them. It won't show on the bulb. It shows on the bulb when you get it in there. Right there, you can see that indent, because this is form-fitting. But I made this one. This is one is like it's called a star because of that center design. And I think this is called a camel eye stitch. It's just crocheting in the 3rd loop. So I really like the design of this one. Of course, and then I did it in the white. And I wasn't too happy with this one because of how the joins were. But the white, that one will, those I'll keep for ourselves. But I also did it in this blue. And then I did that in the moss stitch. And then I did a stripe. I need to do more of these stripes. I did another moss stitch. And then I did a cluster, and I need to do another cluster too. So I got colors because I got 24 of these bulbs, and I've used 3 of them. I've used 4 of them. So, and really those are so satisfying because I can get them done like within a few hours. So I got all this yarn that I pulled because it's worsted weight, and to get her gauge I have to do a G hook, and she uses an H hook, but every time she does one, she always posts it on her blog because I watch her on YouTube, her blog for free, and I look for her gauge, and her gauge will tell you what it should be after either 2 inches, 3 inches, or 4 inches. And then I measure it, because I've made some that were a little too big. They're okay, but I like them to be snug, so. But other than that, that's all I've been doing. Just getting ready to get settled for the fall, I guess. So, no special plans this week. Mr. Jerry's going to take stuff up to the auction to sell and pick up stuff that we got last week. And I have not made it back into the sewing room to do the quilt block, or the book lovers one, because I've been doing other things. So yesterday I made yogurt for the week, so that's done. I made our bread for the week, and then we had bought a half peck of Somerset apples, and that's just a cross between a Fuji and a Honeycrisp. They are so good. And Mr. Jerry helped me. We got out our apple peeler core, and then I just laid them all on my dehydrator shelves, filled up all the shelves with all the apples, and then for almost 24 hours just let them go. And so now I got 4 jars of dehydrated apples. Right now they're in the conditioning stage where I have a lid on it. I just turn them upside down and make sure that there's no moisture in it so it doesn't turn into mold. Because the whole idea is that, one, I will sit there and I will seal 3 of them. I have a little hand pump seal that I will seal, take all the air out, and then it will set in the cupboards, because then they're good for until they get some air in them. And one I will keep out. I'll take a little bit out and put them in baggies and reseal the jar back up. So, but other than that, that's what my weekend was. It was a busy weekend like that, but satisfying. So, but anyways, I hope you all are doing well, and I hope that this week is a good week for you, and I hope no matter what you're doing or weight loss journey, it is going well. And whatever that you're going through with your life journey, I know we have a friend on here who is going through chemo. She posted that. Please keep her in your prayers, because you know she can use encouragement too. And I'm not for sure how often she's on now because of that. And all of our other friends, I'm sure they're all doing better. I know the one gal and her husband are better. And so, and I'm pretty sure Miss Jean is probably recuperating the best she can, because she's got a long road to hoe herself. So, but anyways, thanks for stopping by, my friends. I'm going to let you go so I can get this edited and up, and get back to whatever I need to get back to till we could meet again. See you soon, my friends. Well, I should say thank you for stopping by, my friends. I always appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday.